Okay, so today we're going to be making this super cute little paper piecing card. And let me tell you what, these pieces are little, but it's totally adorable. I love this little Santa Claus. He almost looks like a gnome. And I got this metal die from Amazon. So anyway, all I did was actually use my little metal cutters and took out the center piece, okay? And so we'll just kind of go through some of the pieces. This is his body, the hat, of course his eyes, beard, mustache, his arms, his boots, and his little Santa gloves. But anyway, so it's pretty easy. I love this little cute little plaid design that they have here for him. So anyway, I already cut them out. The first thing I want to do is put together the hat and the face. And so what I'm going to do is I actually had to cut this out several times because I wanted to use different colors. And so in order to do the little white part on his hat to make the little fluffy, I guess if I had some sort of flocking, I could do that, but the only flocking I have is pink, and I don't think that'll work really well for Santa. So anyway, I'm just going to, and of course it doesn't want to come out. It never does anymore. I don't know what it is. I think I just need to buy all new glue. Or maybe I just need to buy new tops. Anyway, so here we go. I'm just gonna paper piece this little guy together. And I have a few other dies that I want to get that are super cute. I saw some at Simon Says Stamps that were really adorable. So now I'm going to work on his face. Okay. And the way I see it is, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the back. Oh! Okay, just flinging that around to the back of his beard, right there at the tip. Oops. And then just kind of add it on there. And burnish it in a little bit, just kind of tap it a little bit. And then I want to go ahead and add his mustache because I want his nose to go on top of the mustache. Oh, but first, actually, before I do that, I grabbed a little Q-tip and I'm using the Simon Says Stamps Rosy Cheeks. And hopefully this will work. I've never used a Q-tip before, but there's a first time for everything. And oh, it works, but it's a little wet. I don't know why that is. Let's try this side. I think it'll dry up in a minute, but anyway, you guys get the idea. Just gonna add a little pink in here for his cheeks. And then I'm gonna put this to the side. Hopefully it'll dry up a little bit by the time I get to his nose. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add on his little mustache. And just center that. They're all such little pieces. Literally, you could just use some little tweezers. That kind of helps too. And of course, he wants to stick on here. No, let me get my mat. I think that might work a little bit better. Okay, here we go again. Hi guys, so who's all here? I don't know why I can't see any of the comments, but anyway, that's craziness. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on his little nose, and I actually cut this out twice. I just used a really light tan piece of paper to do this, but you could use white and then use your stamps or your watercolors to add that on, but I just wanted to give his nose a little bit of a lift here. And for his nose, I'm going to do it like this because it's a lot easier. I'm only going to glue just the bottom part because I want to put his eyes a little bit back in behind here. Hi, Maritza. Thank you for joining in. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my little, hopefully this will it's still working. It looks like it. Try a little bit more. I probably should have just used a dauber, but I wanted to try using a Q-tip. I'm sure it's going to dry because my other one, I did the same thing and it worked. So then I'm going to go ahead and attach his little hat, and I'm just going to go around really lightly around the edges. We're just trying to get it on there. And once it's all said and done, I love how this kind of lines up. Once it's said and done, you can glue it down really well on your card, okay? And then I'm going to do his little eyes. And for some odd reason, it came with like 3 different sizes. I thought maybe you could use one for the cheeks, but I don't know. I'm just going to do little dots of glue. See if I can get this to, yep, it worked. I'm just going to tuck it a little bit behind there and wipe off a little bit of the excess glue. There you go. I really need to do it the right way. I tell you what, these stamps and metal dies have gone up so well. I mean, it's amazing. Hi, Cindy. Thank you. Yes. You know what? This is so hilarious. And I told Debbie this yesterday. I was like, girl, I just got my gnome die in. It's so cute. And then I said, let me send you the link to where I got it from so you can see what it looks like, because I didn't have it, you know, cut out like this yet. And then she's like, that's a Santa Claus. I was like, oh my gosh, it's not a gnome. Oh well. Anyway, that's what I get. But you know what? Can't help it. I'm a shopper. Okay, so here's his body. Now you can decide where you want to put this, but wait, hold on. I'm going to turn it around. Let me get the little white part down at the bottom. Okay. So I think I'm going to have his beard kind of hanging over a little bit. And now this is where I can really kind of add on that glue, and it should all pretty much stay together, because we all know that this one is the iCraft Ultra Bond. We know this is pretty good glue. So I'm just gonna press him down a little bit, burnish him in, and then, and I'm telling you, these little pieces, they are so small, they're like little boogers. Let me tell you. I have his little arm here, and of course one of them fell off. So I guess he's going to have one arm right now. Of course, when I'm trying to go live. And I'm just going to add a little dab of glue. And I'm going to put it right up there. Right just underneath his hat. Okay. And then we have another little piece to his arm. I know it's so hard to see. This is so tiny. But I'll try to get some pictures later for y'all so you can get a little close-up view of him. But I'm trying to get my cards done now because I'm not even playing. I didn't send out any cards last year. I really didn't. I was so behind. And now I'm going to add his little glove. And I think I'm going to have it where he's kind of like holding his belly. You probably could put like a tiny little gift in his hands if you wanted to, but I'm just showing you this for now. In fact, here. I know it's kind of hard to see on this blue. There we go. Is that a little better, guys? And I know he's missing an arm. I apologize. I have no idea when I moved this stuff around, when I put this little mat down. It must be there somewhere. Okay, so for his legs, I'm just going to do one at a time. And let me move this one out of the way. Ah, get out. Okay, I'm just going to kind of put it at a little angle. Come on now. really does not want to work, but we're going to do it. And there we go. And there we go. So I see y'all made it through the storms. I don't know what is with my... Hi, Cindy. Yes, I love these. And I mean, I'm telling you, there's so many different companies that have these little, I call them paper piecing dies, but I don't know what they call them. They just call them metal dies, I think. You know, they're not. But when you got to put all this together, let me tell you what. It's time consuming, but they end up looking so cute and so, you know, cartoon like, and that's what I love about it. Now, there's a little slit here, and I'm just using my little tweezers to kind of open that up so I can stick his leg through there. Of course, I probably should use the other side first. Hold on, let me do that one first because that one's a little bit drier by now. There we go. And I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to add my glue right underneath there and push it up a smidge and press it down and just kind of tap on it. Okay. Now let's see if I can get the other one on. And the paper collection that I used was 2 different photo play collections from, I think, last year, or maybe been last year and the year before, and I just used a 6x6 paper pad. Super easy. And we're going to do the same thing with this little other booty. I'm going to press that down. Maybe I'll move them up just a little bit. I'm going to hold that down for a second. Okay, he's coming along. Okay, so the only other thing I really need is his other arm that somehow disappeared. But we'll put that on later. Let's just go ahead and continue on with the tutorial. So for your card, I think this is an A4. This is 7 inches by 5 inches, and then you're going to score on the 7-inch side at 3.5. Just fold it over, and then I decided to use black cardstock so this guy would kind of stand out. And I didn't want to waste any of my pattern paper, the solids, because on the opposite side of the solids is a pattern color, and so I just was like, well, I have black paper, just use that. So we have 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, and I'm just going to go glue that on here. And lay it out, and then I'm going to center it. You don't have to go too crazy with the glue, but just enough that you don't have lifting, and I'm going to center it. And then once I'm comfortable, I'm just going to burnish it in. And then my little dude, oh, I do want to do these little plaid things. So let me get a pen. Let me see. Do I have a black thin Sharpie? Hold on, guys. I've got a dark gray. This will do good enough. So I'm just going to draw in the little lines. Nothing too crazy. And once it's on him, you can't even really tell that you did it yourself. Or maybe you can. We've had so much rain, I swear I feel like Isaiah turned back around, for reals. It's insane. And I mean, not just slight rain. We're talking about downpour, crazy rain. Here's another one of these. Okay. And I'm just going to place that one right about there. I need to get some nail polish remover and get some of this paint off of these. Okay. So, I just moved it. No, no, no. Hold on, burnish it in. There we go. And then I'm just going to pop them up. And I just got this foam tape, and I love how it comes in the rolls now at the Dollar Tree. And I'm not kidding. I did buy some over in the automotive section that is already like cut into little pieces, you know, like little rectangles. I bought 2 packs of it, and the 2 packs have somehow disappeared in my household. I have no idea, guys. It probably was me, but I'm going to say it wasn't. And I will put his other arm on later because I can just slide it underneath there. No big deal. And then we have, let's see, should we do this one? Kind of like this one because it's big. So believe in the magic of Christmas. But then again, I also like the ho 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 look. I think I'm going to do that. And I mean, guys, look, this is simple. We haven't even been on here, what, not even probably 15 minutes. And already card number 1 is done. I think, like I said, the most time-consuming thing about this whole project is going, you know, using your die cut machine and cutting out the colors. But once it's done, it all comes together pretty easily. And you could probably spend a day cutting all your little pieces and use a little tray, you know, and then the next day you can just do the actual card making part. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining in. I hope you have a wonderful and fabulous rest of your weekend. I had a late night working. I babysat for a family, and they did not get to my house till 10 o'clock. And then, of course, I was up at 4 in the morning. So anyway, thank you guys so much, and I will see you all next weekend. Bye, y'all.